Galimera, Galimera, Galimera. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You'll notice today that I'm actually talking to you from my phone. The reason for that is, for some reason, my tablet did not charge up last night. I was down to about 6-bit power, and not enough for doing the broadcast. A quick look at the cats this morning. That's Sheba. She's having a little play on the ground there. Oh, she's been a kitten. Hello, my little lovely. Oh, she's running away. Oh, bless her. Running away. There's old big lad. That is Graham, one of our interlopers. He's a handsome chap at the moment. Yeah. You're going to come and say hello to everybody? You're going to come and say hello, Graham? No, he said he's not. He can't be done. To be honest, it's not a very nice day today. It's very cloudy. It's also not very nice at all. Also, as well, the news obviously through the night has been pretty disparaging, actually, from both here in Greece and also from America at the moment. What with looks like they've had a little bit of a small coup going on over there. I don't know too much about it, all except that Twitter got took down as well for a bit, because that's Trump's main mouthpiece for getting his word out. But anyway, I'll have a look at that and I'll see how that affects Greece as well, throughout what's going on. Oh, it sounds like you've got a bit of a cat fight going on. What's going on over here? Sounds like Graham's up to mischief. Yeah, there's Sheba over there. Is that Sheba? Or is that... oh, that's little Herbert. Hello, little Herbert. How are you getting on? Has that boy been nasty to you? Hey? There he is. Now, he's our new little one. They're all running away today. Bless them. They're not normally like as skittish as this. Maybe they're just a bit worried because I've got my phone in my hand. Anyway, right then. Let's have a quick look at the news for today. And also, due to popular request from Hillary Rogers, I've renumbered the days to, what was it? Day 62 of the lockdown, okay, rather than day 61. She sent me a lovely little photo picture yesterday from her phone, okay, where she'd done all the dates. So I thought, well, sod it, I will go with the day 62. Thank you there, lovely Hillary. Right, okay, now, today, the day, 7th of January, 2020. It's Thursday. Can you believe it's Thursday? Where is this week gone? Despite the lockdown, the weeks do go quickly. Anyway, let's quickly crack on with the COVID stats for the last 24 hours for Greece. 816 new infections, which were recorded yesterday. Now, that is down from the day before, where we had 928, so that's a positive. 442,267 people have been infected since the pandemic started. 52% of those are male. And yesterday there were 24 infections that were found at the gateways into the country. Now, yesterday, again, looking at the official stats from coming out of Athens over testing, we don't appear on the list. However, yesterday, one new case of coronavirus was tested positive here on the island. A 40-year-old woman went to the hospital suffering from mild symptoms. She was examined by the hospital staff. She tested positive for coronavirus and was also placed into home quarantine for 14 days. And at the moment, there has been no word as to any more cases. However, I have been checking through the local news, and somebody, bless them, has actually been keeping a little tally going. From the 4th of December till the 3rd of January 2020 to 2021, there have been 16 cases recorded of COVID virus, okay, here on the island. So again, not a lot in comparison to other areas across Greece. Now, when it comes to fatalities at the moment, unfortunately, fatalities are up today. Yesterday we had 40. Today we've had 48 fatalities across Greece. That brings the total to 5,099. Again, the average age of those people was 79 years of age. 95.5% of them had underlying health problems or were over the age of 70. And again, our condolences to the families. The gender of those 3,023 were male and 2,076 were female. So once again, our condolences to families who've lost members during this time. Now, when it comes to critical cases, they are down at the moment in the hospitals across Greece. 399 critical cases reported today. From yesterday, we had 405 critical cases, of which 270 are male, 129 are female, and it seemed to be all females that were getting better and leaving the ICUs yesterday. Again, 83.5% of those people in the ICUs have underlying medical problems or are over the age of 68. Okay. Right now, yesterday, the European Medical Agency announced the approval of the US-developed Modern vaccine, and now Greece has pre-ordered 1.8 million doses of this vaccine. Now, the addition of this vaccine with the Pfizer Biotech, the derivative on the European approved list, will mean that as supplies become available in Europe, the vaccinations can be ramped up, and I'll be talking about vaccinations here on Zakynthos in just a short while. Now, the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson confirmed to Parliament yesterday lunchtime that the latest data shows that 1 in 50 of the UK population are infected with COVID-19 virus, with the figures rising to 1 in 30 within the London area. So we're going to see how that affects us. It should mean that herd immunity is now starting to, shall we say, take a hold there in the UK market. Anyway, back here in Greece then, as of Monday, January the 11th, shops in Greece will be able to offer the old click and collect, purchasing, which the government sanctioned just before the Christmas period. As previously, customers will not be allowed to enter any retail outlets, but can phone or order via the internet and then obviously go and collect their item. It's also planned that schools across Greece will reopen from Monday, and I'll come on to a little bit more detail, reference that as well. Now, going back to vaccinations then, there was an article yesterday in Hermes News. It was made known that January the 12th will be the first doses of the vaccine for protection of COVID here on the island are expected to arrive in Zakynthos. Now, the management of the hospital and the president of the Workers' Association made it known that the vaccinations will take place at the hospital in Zakynthos, and they will only be for workers, as in health professionals. So they will be the first people to get the vaccine. Now, the president of the Workers' Association said there is a desire for vaccination. Speaking to Hermes Radio, the president of the Workers' Association said there is a positive atmosphere from the staff in relation to the vaccine, and it estimated that as time goes by, the number of staff who will who will be asked to be vaccinated will increase. At the moment, it's the staff's choice whether they get vaccinated or not. Now, I do know, talking to our friendly doctors upstairs, both of them are quite keen to have the vaccination. They are quite happy to have it. So again, that's the doctors above us who said that. And again, hospital workers are not obliged to have the vaccination if they do not want it. Although he stated there was no information about the reasons why the vaccine process did not start yesterday, as it should have done, January the 4th, which was the day it was originally announced, Mr. Regulis announced that our island, as well as other islands, have been included in the third wave of vaccine supply, with priority being given to areas which have the most acute problem. Now, I did say this yesterday, that I didn't think the reason we got the vaccine as quickly as we should have done was because there's areas in other parts of the country that are in more need than what we are at the moment. We are still relatively a closed down island. Anyway, together with the hospital of Zakynthos, after January the 12th, the vaccinations will then start in the hospitals of Corfu, Kefalonia and Ithaca as well. So they're obviously all going to come online all at the same time. Now, the president of the Workers' Union, or the Workers' Association, has also mentioned so far that 110 employees at the hospital have announced that they will be vaccinated. And within the week, we are going through the informative process expecting it to take part. Now, regarding the vaccination for the rest of the population, the vaccination centres. Remember, there's only going to be 2 vaccination centres now. One of them is going to be in Katastari at the north end of the island, and the other one will be in the south part of the island, which is going to be in the area of the old ICA building, all right, down in Zakynthos town. But again, it is not known yet when this process will actually start. And as soon as we get word, we will pass it on to you. Also, it's got to be noted that today there is going to be a visit to the new vaccination centre in Zakynthos by the Member of Parliament, and he's also the Deputy Regional Governor for the area of Right, I'm back again. I'm not sure where I was cut off, but I'm going to go back to the residency permit exchange. Okay, now, if you want to change, or you have to change your residency permit, because now that we have Brexited from the EU, all the regulations in regard residing abroad basically are all in a kind of a limbo at the moment. But one thing that is for sure, your residency permit that you have at the moment will have to be exchanged for a new biometric one. Now, this is the procedure at the moment, as I have been told. All right, residency permits exchanges start on Tuesdays. This Tuesday coming, 8:30 in the morning till 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Spiro will be there at the police station. You are to bring with you your residency permit, and you will hand your permit to Spiro, and he will check the record of you on their computerized system. It sounds like they've actually transferred everybody onto a computerized system now. He will check your records, and then he will tell you what you're expected to bring, okay, back to him at the police station. And he will make an appointment for you to return to the police station with what is required, all right? And then after that, he will then obviously tell you the rest of the procedure. We have heard that they're going to charge, I think, about €16 for the cost of the new biometric ID card, or not ID card, biometric residency permit. But you need to go and see him, stand in front of him with your card, whatever you've got, whether it's a blue or a beige. He will tell you what is required, and he will be probably the final word as to what you can do. So make sure you turn up with it, and also just bring your passport to be on the safe side, and he will obviously give you good or bad news when you are there, and he will book you in for an appointment as well to actually process. And being a biometric card, there'll probably be more things for you to do to be able to get that card. Don't forget, it's not only expatriates getting this biometric card, but the whole of Greece is changing its ID card system to this new biometric card. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on that. So don't be too surprised there is no broadcast from me next Tuesday, because Jane and I will be down that office at 8:30 with our cards in our hand, waiting to see what Mr. Spiros has to say. Just a quick one. Can I just say thank you to those people who tuned in yesterday to show number 2 of 2021. Hey, we had a good time, and thank you for some of the music suggestions. The Jerry Marsden tribute kind of launched a 60s revival yesterday while on air, which was kind of fun. I've not been into that era in a long time. Thank you for the very kind comments as well. Don't forget, the show is up online on Mixcloud as audio. The show is also available as a download where you can see the pictures and hear the music. And a lot of people say we really enjoy casting the show onto our big telly and watching the videos. It just adds another dimension to what you're doing. And once again, thank you for those comments. Don't forget that the next show I will be doing will be on Friday. So if you've got any requests, any dedications, I didn't have a Golden Vault this week. A #1 record from a special event in your life, and I didn't have any jukebox memories this week either. So if anybody's got a jukebox memory or a particular date that is important in their lives, let me know. I'll find out what the #1 record is of that date, and whatever the record was on that jukebox, wherever it was, tell me where the jukebox was, tell me what the record was, and what your experience is of that song And how much money did you shovel in that jukebox to hear that song? All right, there we go. Anyway, I have got people tuning in. Thank you for staying with me. I know it's been difficult this morning. Hazel Wallinger is watching. Nice to have you here, Hazel. Tim Crystal is watching as well. When it comes to when will it begin was the last words. All right. I think he must be talking about the residency permit. So I'm hoping about that is correct. Okay. Barry Leatherdale is also watching as well. Nice to see you there, Barry. Teresa Ann Huggin is watching as well. Nice to give you a wave as well. Emma Marku is also watching in Essex. Lovely to have you with us as well, Emma. Andrew the Fridge Watkins is watching as well. I don't know what the weather's like over there in Wales at the moment. Over here, it's a little bit grim and gloomy, but at least it's dry. So that's a pretty good news. I've got also somebody in a Greek name watching as well. Thank you. Nice to have you tuning in as well. Denise Tyndall is also watching as well. Lovely to see you here. Steve Hodgson from the fire section up there in County Durham is also looking in as well. Lovely to have you tuning in as well, fella. I'm not sure if you're on shift or if you're at home enjoying yourself. Mike Gatlin is also watching as well. Nice to see you here, Mike, tuning in. Give you a quick wave as well. John Stoll is also watching as well. Give you a wave. Marie Hallberg is also watching. Nice to see you. She's over in Sweden, if I remember rightly. Matt Williams is also watching as well. Nice to see you. Mike Gattenby said he's only there 1 day a week. Yep, that's right. He's only there on Tuesday. Obviously talking about the residency permit. So Tuesdays only. I'm not sure if I made that clear, but he is there only on a Tuesday. So I'll be there 8:30 along with Jane, probably queuing round. Tuning in because at the moment my camera seems to have frozen on the scrolling, but somebody saying good morning. Oh yeah, Marty Holsworth is watching. Cheers, Marty. Nice to have you here. To let you know, Marty, if you listen to show 1, your video, your jukebox memory is in that show. So make sure you go check it out. All right, fella. Anyway, listen, I'm going to have to go. It looks like I'm having all sorts of problems at the moment getting online. I'm not sure if this is a hangover from yesterday's attempted coup in America. I know Twitter was took down, but I'm going to have to edit now both of these broadcasts together into one. So they will go up on YouTube, the 2 parts combined, for people on other platforms like LinkedIn, and also on other Facebook pages that take this feed as well. So once again, cheers for tuning in. Don't forget, download the show from the Dropbox or listen to it on Mixcloud. I will be back again tomorrow. I can't believe it's